Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to the podcast. Thank you, thank you, thank you. In an effort to continue to push out and away from Cosmos, I've landed in a couple of different places. Now, I'll tell you flat out, this one here is I pure lucked into it. All right, I just it was absolute luck. I wasn't doing any kind of deep research or anything like that. Uh, I was just playing around on Camelot over on Arbitrum, and I saw a pool that had like a stupidly high APR, and it happened to be DMT. I've been pushing more and more out over into Camelot. I'll continue to do it, but every now and again, you just get lucky, and I happen to get lucky on this one. And yeah, I'll tell you what, we'll bring you all the context, break it down, token, what am I doing with it, how am I doing with it, all that other stuff right after this because I do have a graphic. All right, and I'm holding it. You know what? I'm not going to edit. It goes up as it is. I don't edit videos, man. You get what you get. This is great, too, because I might get somebody who's never seen the channel before, and they're going to look at this and say, what the hell's the matter with this guy? I'm old. All right, I'm old. So the token in question here is Dream Machine Token, which I found the name funny as hell. But I had no real interest in the token itself. The only interest I had in it was actually sitting right over here. Now, this is just a standard V2 pool over here. Nice fix, tons of TVL. I like getting into things that have lots of TVL because I don't want to be the only guy. That's really where it comes down to. I don't want to be the only one holding into it. But it actually wasn't over there. I think I was into this one in one of their. It was an early V3 pool, and yeah, and DMT was just. I mean, this thing was going up there at like 400% or something like that. I had some loose money, so I went ahead and put it in. Now, when did I put it in was probably the best part because I was buying it. I was buying it back here. If you go look at some of my videos from back in June, you see me talking it up a little bit, but I never expected this, man, ever. Ever. I never expected $4 to to $44. I mean that's a 10x. All right, it's a round of applause for everybody. That's a 10x. And it's just because this thing is still kind of running. I wanted to take a look and see what they're actually doing over here. And amazingly, this is where if you click the smart contract link, this is where it takes you. So you go from here's their website. I don't even know if this is the right one. I have a hard time believing it. But you end up over here. And apparently they have games. That's kind of what it is. Now, there's so many hooks and scams and everything that are running around loose right now about when you connect your wallet. And obviously, you're going to have to connect your MetaMask to this. I have way too much money sitting in my MetaMasks. They're plural. I diversify even my wallets. That I'm going to hook up to something like this to play what I guess is a pinball game because this one, I mean, it literally tells you it's a pinball game. But if you do go to click, the first thing that they're going to ask you to do once it comes up in lows, look, left flipper, right flipper, tilt and enter. It'll launch the ball. But the first thing you're going to have to do is connect insert coins. You got to pay to play, and you got to connect. And I assume that this is, and I'm not going to show it here because I don't care, but I assume it's gambling. Now, I'm a big fan of gambling. I'm a huge, huge fan of gambling, and I'm a huge fan of gambling with digital currencies because most people they don't make the association that this is actually real money. They kind of it doesn't matter. It's just fun, so let's just play. But they got all kinds of silly stuff over here. I assume Streets of Milady. Those are coming. That's coming soon. A nice slot machine coming soon. It looks like there's a poker game, chop suey, just yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. They got merch store. They got all kinds of stuff that you can do with a token. But what it is, I'd like to see a token actually have a use case, and this particular one has a use case. Now, where it gets interesting, real interesting, is the total supply. So there is not many of these things. It's a max supply of 1 million, circulating supply of 600,000. And this thing has a really decent I mean, for a little baby token like this, for a little baby chain like that, $26 million market cap's not bad. But for some reason, people are just gulping this thing up right now. $1.5 million over the last 24 hours, a good sized market cap, and people it's like pure FOMO right now. I mean, it is just absolutely running away. Now, I clear my position gradually. When you're going to give me a 10x, man, there is no way I'm going to watch that go away. I don't care what else it does. When I look at this right here, I don't see 100x on this token. That's me. That thing might go to 400. I have no damn idea. But I'll tell you, for my position, buying in at 4, I'm never going to watch a 4x go away. It's about context here, guys. Do you know what a 10x means in this market? Do you have any idea what a 10x means in this market, in a flat market, in a market that's not going anywhere? And you lucked into a little token like this. That's really all it comes down to for me is, can I use it? Can I put it to work? Are people going to want it? Now, the pool in question, I'm not in this one anymore because, again, I've cleared a lot of my position. But there's a lot of liquidity in there, and you got to think, what does the pool exist for? Well, in this case, it exists so people can buy this token so that they can come over here and play Milady Tekken, so that they can come over here and play pinball, so that they can gamble. You got to have a place to get the currency so that you can gamble. It's a kind of a use case token. I'm not going to get nuts with this, man. I'm not. I'm just going to illustrate a very, very simple fact that people like to gamble. People need the currency to gamble. They're going to have to go somewhere to swap to get the currency to gamble. And in this case, based on the total market cap, once you think about that, $26 million market cap on this entire chain, and 3.8 million TVL is sitting right there. So you're talking about a very big chunk of that particular token is sitting right there. This has got bad news, weird news, oh my goodness, what the hell happened, written all over it. But until it happens, I'm more than happy to sit here and gulp it. I'm more than happy to sit here and gulp it up. I don't know if they changed over, put another V3 in there. Probably not. But yeah, if it's a really nice rate of return on a pool that makes sense to me. Why do you need the pool? So that people can get the token. Why do they need the token? So that they can gamble with it. Big fan. I'm a big fan of all those different elements and all those different layers. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just take advantage of that as long as we can and as long as it'll run. For me, again, it was all my entry price. And again, before this thing took off, before anybody cared, and it is not a long token. I mean, we're at max right now. And this thing, I mean, it just came out in May. So it's not like it's been around a long time. It is not an OG. This is a babe in the woods that happens to be getting some traction. Welcome to crypto. But yeah, again, I'm not going to walk away from that. I'm just illustrating. This is might be a little fun one to keep your eye on. That's all I'm going to say on this one. The way I'm playing it now is I will maybe APR into it. I'm not going to spend my own money. I will spend other people's money to maybe get in here and just get some of the action on the pool, because the pool is, again, it's not bad. And there's a lot of trading volume on it, because the bulk of the trading volume is going to be happening right here. Why do you provide liquidity? So that you can get paid to provide liquidity. So, yeah, it balances into the APR, and you get paid to hold the token. But anything that goes up this fast can come down this fast. Crypto, man. So I'd say with a grain of salt. I'm just putting it out and illustrating that something like this exists. You do you. Questions or comments, Scott at thepodcast.com. I answer any and all. And until next time, please stay safe and please be smart with your money. Cheers.